With all the speculation that Henry Cavill will be returning as Superman in maybe either Black Adam or The Flash, we still gotta talk about the other two in the Trinity, Wonder Woman and Batman. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flicks. My name is Chris Wong. First, we're going to talk about Wonder Woman 3. Then, it's all about Batgirl. Alright, let's talk about Wonder Woman 3. Now, Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman 1984 came out last year, and overall, it was pretty divisive in terms of the general audience and critics alike, even though I actually quite enjoyed it. My favorite part in there was Maxwell Lord and his connection with his son. And I didn't even mind Wonder Woman flying. It was very breathtaking, and it reminds me of Superman. But even I understood that overall, it was pretty divisive. A lot of people didn't like it, and a lot of people did like it. I mean, even my wife's friend, who, really is general audience, she's not in any fandom. When we told her that there's going to be a Zack Snyder's Justice League, she's like, can they redo Wonder Woman 1984 too? And I was like, wow. Apparently, not only half the people didn't like Wonder Woman 1984, apparently Kathleen Kennedy didn't like it either. This is what Grace Randolph said. Just like Chloe Zhao directing a Star Wars movie after Eternals, Kathleen Kennedy getting another 3 years seems to make no sense, so I need a trade to confirm to believe these rumors. Oh yeah, that part too. She's getting another 3 years. Also, I hear Kennedy didn't like Wonder Woman 1984, so her and Jenkins parting ways is mutual. Wow, I mean, I understood that, Wonder Woman 1984 was really divisive, but it's kind of like, why are you just looking at that work? Why aren't you looking at her other previous work, like the first Wonder Woman, Monster? I mean, there's still a lot of good qualities in there. Maybe the 1984 didn't quite match up well, and a lot of people were really divisive about it, but I don't think one project could be the absolute downfall for Patty Jenkins. But it's not the first time that there are creative differences for Star Wars. I mean, if you remember Colin Trevorrow, he also had creative differences with Kathleen Kennedy over his Star Wars Episode 9. In fact, this also came out from Puck News today. Patty Jenkins reportedly had creative differences with Lucasfilm. Top filmmakers are dying to make a Star Wars movie until they sign on and experience the micromanagement and plot point by committee process. Jenkins wasn't willing to dick around. So this rumored mutual clash with Kathleen Kennedy over that Rogue Squadron probably enticed Patty Jenkins to go back and say, let's do that Wonder Woman 3. And that's why the conversation for Wonder Woman 3 picked up. Patty Jenkins, Gal Gadot, and Lynda Carter recently talked about Wonder Woman 3. And Gal Gadot even says that they're working on the script right now. Which makes us wonder, what is she going to do with Wonder Woman 3? I think that's the one question on everybody's mind. Where is she going to take this movie? Are they going to try to recapture the magic of Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor again? Well, this is what Chris Pine had said a while back. I think Steve's done, Pine told Entertainment Tonight in 2019, after he was announced as part of the sequel's cast. I think Steve's done his bit. So it's tough to say they're pretty much done with the Steve Trevor story. Thank God. I think it needed to move Wonder Woman Diana Prince's character arc forward, not backwards. I'm not planning to put it in the past again, because where are you going to go? You have to go forward, Jenkins told The Hollywood Reporter in January of 2019. It's definitely a contemporary story. That's all I can say. Now, it was said that she kind of had an idea of where it was going to go. And in fact, she may have even worked with Geoff Johns on a few ideas. Are they still going to do whatever story they were working on during that time where they were finished Wonder Woman 1984? I've really hit the pause button, because the truth is, where that plot line was coming from was our state of being 6 months ago, she told Total Film in June of 2020. And so I want to make sure that I'm totally absorbing whatever the result of this coronavirus pandemic is. And since Gal Gadot said they're still working on the script, I think they kind of went back to square one to see where they are now in the current present time and the after effects of this coronavirus. I'm hoping it doesn't really play too much into the story, but I'm still hoping that they go back to Themyscira, because I think there's still unfinished business there. Plus, to kind of just move that arc back full circle would mean that Diana would have to go back to Themyscira to see her mother. And then there's the rumors from Grace Randolph that it's going to be a Versus movie. There's going to be multiple DC heroes going to be in it. I'm hoping it's shaping up to be an epic conclusion to Wonder Woman trilogy. Alright, let's talk about Batgirl. Now, apparently Batgirl is supposed to go into production, I think this month was what was previously said. But it looks like Adil El Arbi, one of the directors for Batgirl, finally announced who their cinematographer is going to be. He posted this on Instagram. Throwback to a great evening with Ridley and Russell in 2016, and now our cinematographer for Batgirl is the great John Matheson, who shot Gladiator, Crazy how life turns out. Now, the great John Matheson has done work for Gladiator, X-Men First Class, Logan, and recently he's also doing Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Well, that's interesting because Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is going into additional photography and reshoots. 6 days, 6 weeks of that. So if he's working on that right now, that means he's not going to be able to join the set of Batgirl until next month. So unless they start shooting this month already and they're not going to wait for the cinematographer, I'm going to guess we're not going to see any real stuff from Batgirl until next month. But that doesn't mean the directors won't keep teasing about the movie. And one of the biggest things that we want to know about Batgirl is not only, seeing the suit, but also wondering who's going to be the Batman in it. Now, previous scoopers have heard that it's actually going to be Michael Keaton's Batman, but that was a long time ago. But they don't know the current situation of DC films after Zack Snyder's Justice League. Did Zack Snyder's Justice League Snyder Cut really affect the Flash movie, the Batgirl movie, and other movies coming out? The answer remains to be seen, but people are hearing that is the case. In fact, one of those reasons is that Batfleck is back. He's not going to just die or disappear in the Flash movie. Apparently, he's still going to be the Batman for the DCEU here and there. And one of those movies that he may actually show up is in Batgirl. Now, previously, the director, Falaa Bala, actually kind of hinted at Batfleck, but, he was at the studio. There was a bat cowl there. It could have been any bat cowl, and maybe he just picked that one out of the blue. So maybe he's not really looking at the cowl as that's Batfleck. That's just a cowl. So I get that. I totally understand that. But then remember, J.K. Simmons is going to be Commissioner Gordon. He's confirmed to be coming back for Batgirl. And so, yeah, definitely Bruce Wayne for that universe would have to be Ben Affleck. But this past Friday, Falaa Bala actually posted this on his Instagram, and we just picked it up now. He posted this fun picture of a low-cost cosplay, and it's this dude putting on a cat over his head to look like Batman. And it has Ben Affleck as Batman on it. Yeah, it could just be playful teasing. I want to say that the director is really putting it out there that Ben Affleck's Batman is going to be in the movie, which would be great for all the Batfleck fans out there, and I know you are out there because there's a lot of you, including myself. I want to see Ben Affleck back as Batman over and over until it's time that he wants to leave. And it just seems like after the Flash movie where he said that he had a great time, he enjoyed his time on the set of The Flash.
Playing Batman again in The Flash, what's that feeling like?
It was a lot of fun. I had a great time. Yeah. It was fun. I will say it was really fun. I love Ezra, and I had a chance to see Jason, who's over there making Aquaman, and him and his kids, and it was lovely. It was really a really nice way to revisit that, as the prior experience had been difficult. This was lovely. Yeah, really fun.
Then it just means that he had a great time being Batman again. And if he had a great time being Batman again in The Flash, well then that would mean he wouldn't mind putting the cowl back on for Batgirl. So what do you think? Or do you think we're crazy? Or are we just looking at all of these, putting the tinfoil hat on, and Ben Affleck is truly back as Batman in Batgirl? Or do we need a reality check?